good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you may be on this wild, wacky, and sometimes ridiculous planet of ours. Stamp collecting and stamp albums, but stamp collecting is fun. And this is a nasty old album, but I've decided to use said album to store some stamps which I'm going to talk about today, stamps that I own. What we'll do is we'll move this to a... first we'll have a look at this. So it's got a clip. How about that, eh? This is butchered at the back. And I've used some sellotape to gerrymander it together, just in order to retain some stamps. So this is a stock album, really. It's not a stamp album, it's a stock book, really. And it came sort of with stamps in. But not the stamps that I've decided to house. And what I'm looking at today is my Victoria stamps. So I've gone through all my GB stuff. Now, Victoria stamps are all over the globe, as you can imagine. India, Canada, Australia, Africa, Asia, even parts of Europe. But I'm concentrating solely on GB, Gross Britannia, Great Britain, the British Isles, well, Britain. And I've sort of put one of each of some stamps I've got a couple of, or two or three, and some just the one of. And, well, we go along with that anyway. And also what I thought I'd do is we'll look through the Collect British Stamps catalogue, Stanley Gibbons. So it's official Stanley Gibbons 2019. Bang up to date for my needs with Victoria stamps, because she did not reign beyond 2019. Her reign was from, well, stamps started in 1840 and she reigned until 1900. And there are, you'd expect them to be billions of stamps with definitives and commemoratives. No. Commemoratives happen later. Now you're getting different, but yeah, it's every month, isn't it? And there's, the 80s and 90s, billions of stamps were coming out. But I've decided to, for this you know what I've said. For this video, it is purely Queen Victoria. So, we'll have a look at my first stamp. So let's turn this over. So I'm at Victoria stamps. So 1940 to 41 this stamp is. And it's a 1 penny and it's black. So presumably it's the penny black. It's got a red cancel on it. The lettering would be PJ. There's a little bit of a nick there, I think. And I put it down as a penny black. And Stanley Gibbons #1. So it's the first. It gets the #1 from Stanley Gibbons in the brush. That's the first stamp in the world. Not saying this is the first stamp in the world. There were probably a few printed before it. But they only lasted a year. Now there was. I was talking to Ian earlier, and I said that 60 something million of these were issued or printed. And the population of Britain, surely Britain, today is around about 6 million, so there's one each, except that only 2 million of these now exist. So most of them have, people got a letter, chucked the envelope in the bin. And also, how many have been destroyed, or, there's only 2 million apparently left. Not just in Britain, but in the world. So not everyone in Britain can actually own one anymore. There's not enough going around, unless, of course, you pay. And I did buy this, to be fair, so I needed one in my collection. I didn't feel fulfilled unless I actually had one. So penny black, SG1. What does it say? Time is moving on, so we just move that to one side. What does it say in the book about line engraved issues? I don't even know what that means. There she is. It is a feature of Queen Victoria facing to the left, and it's from a medallion that was struck by somebody beginning with W, and that image was used for the stamps. So that was quite nice. And here we have 1840 WMK small crown type 2 imperforate. Don't know what any of that means. Letters in lower corners, which I have got. Black. Ignore those prices. Yeah, that's quite. It's nice to have one, isn't it? I'm very delighted to have one. I feel honoured to have one, and it needs, looking after. That's why I put it here. So now we go to the next one, which is a Tuppeny blue, tuppence, 2p blue, Tuppeny blue. And this is in a bit of a mess, really, but I did get this. I bought a stock book full of GB stamps, and there were some Victorian, Edwardian, and Georgian, and all the other stamps, and this was in it. There's a bit of a nick there. Seems to be some sort of problem there, and I have identified the plate because I looked through a looking glass and it tells me it's plate 8. Not that that means particularly much to me, but we can get this out. Look at it a little bit better. It does cancel on it. Yeah, very pleased to have that. We'll have a look at penny blues. There are 2 types. I learnt that today. There is one that was imperfed, so it was cut. This isn't that one. And there's that one doesn't have the line, the white line above and below postage, and 2p. This one does, so this is the least valuable of them all. Also, condition is everything. This is not the best condition. And I've got another one somewhere, but can I find it? No, it's got swallowed up. This is what happens when you get too many stamps, too many albums going on. But that's nice. And it is Stanley Gibbons 45 apparently. So let's have a look at that. Let's look at your scoreboard for 45. We're getting all these 48s and 45 2D blue. So it's a 58 to 70 year. 1858 to 70. I'll have to make a note of that. And it's worth. Yes. I don't think so. Right, we continue on to the next page. And for this, we go back to the pennies. And we've got penny red. We've got one there. You can see that's been cut off. It's been cut off. But we still have the numbers here, which is not the plate number, but the position number A and F. Every plate has one. I don't know the plates of these. I've tried looking at that one, couldn't find anything. There is something here, but it's something 3 something. And this has just it's got the stars there, so this may be a little bit earlier. Sure, let's see, we're picking it without destroying stuff. Yeah, and something, but again, it's been cut a little bit. I don't want to bend anything, so I'll put it back in. Gently does it. Penny red. We'll have a look here. Penny red. Not that one. Penny red. Star version. Have we seen anything there? 1B maybe. Red brown. Possibly the star version. This is the letter version, so number 5 is. I don't know. If in doubt, I haven't got a clue. Right, we continue on. Ignore the penny red. So I do have sheets of them. Here we've got a halfpenny red. Actually quite a nice cancel there, Glasgow. 14th of the 10th. These were produced between 1854 and 57. Halfpenny red. Stanley Gibbons number 7. halfpenny red. So I was pleased to find that. That again was in the stock book that what I bought. We then moved forward to the Lilac, 1 penny Lilac, which is a 57. Standingham's 57. Let's see if we can find that. This is halfpenny red, by the way. So it's quite early on in the, it's on the same page. It's in the same line almost, same column as a penny black. So that's worthy. Lilac. Is this the Lilac? Can I actually find it? Time is moving on quickly, rapidly actually. So I'm just going to have to go through it, aren't I? Unfortunately. So that's got numbers on it as well. This is on back of card, so it's quite, it's cut off from a piece of card. Next we go to, if I could turn pages, 87 to 1900, so we get to the end of anything of any value. A halfpenny vermilion, Standingham 71, there she is. Halfpenny greens, again 71, so two colours were obviously brought out at the same time. Why they would do that, I don't know. Both have same value, 0. They're worth a quid, aren't they? 87 to 1900 again. Here we have a penny halfpenny, purple and green. Standingham's number 72. Same era, same year. 2D green red, 73. So what we've got here is green stamps. Someone thought it was a good idea to put 2 on that. I think someone lost the plot a little bit with that. What do you think? I'm not sure. We then go to 87 to 90, and we've got 2 of these, which I think are possibly, after the penny black, my favourite, which are the purple blues. Standingham 74, 2.5 pence. So prices are rising. Values are rising. I don't have any of the high values. 1887 to 1900, a Tuppeny purple yellow, Standingham 75. Quite nice, very nice. Actually romantic, there's a Romanesque type size to that. And finally, 6pence purple and red. Bit butchered with the council, so it's a bit not damaged, but and it's Standingham 79. So there are definite. That's the end so far. So there are definite gaps in the collection, but it's a nice little start. And we'll just quickly have a look at some of the others that are around. Yes, you see, I've got that one there. Yeah, these are the ones that I've got. That one, 71. I haven't got 72, I've got 73. You can see when I like that one. That's beautiful. And this one, so no, yes. And then here's 82, which is worth 1 shilling, which was a lot of money in those days. The bicoloured stamps have the value tablets or the frames including the value tablets in the second colour. I don't know what under any of this stuff. I did see my first watermark today, though, a crown on the back of a stamp. It possibly was the blue or the red. So that was nice to see for the first time. I actually also saw a plate number, which was also exciting. Because my eyes are dim. So there are some more to collect as and when they come along. We're going to leave it at that for now. Thank you to Stanley Gibbons' book. Thank you to Ian also for his help today and for the gift of vision. A viewer. And thank you to whoever left the penny blue in not this book, but in my other stock book, and thanks to the person who sold me that penny red. So we'll leave it at that for now. Are we going now? Yes, we are. Where are we going to? Well, we're going to stir the pot because I've got a chicken casserole on the go, and the sun is shining, and we'll have a look if we can look at some videos on YouTube. We need more and more videos to satisfy our needs, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay, everybody. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.